Good morning and welcome to MasterTrader, where you can learn to use simple market and stock analysis to make money investing and trading. I'm Greg Capper. Let's take a look at these markets and where they might be going this week. So the last 2 weeks basically have been markets and many sectors just running in place, whipping up, whipping to the downside, ending pretty much where they were within the last week or 2 weeks ago. I spoke about this breakdown bar failure in a few videos and to our subscribers on the night that it happened, looking for a bottom. And that bottoming process obviously is underway, but with a lot of erratic whippiness. Now, today is starting out with the markets up, and we could just take a look at those futures here so you can see where they are at. Let's take a look at the S&P futures, and I'll just bring an intraday chart up in here, and I'll go back to these other charts. But this is pretty much what I'm looking at in many stocks that are gapping up, and that being they are up but not clearing any resistance of any significance. I mean, they're up in areas where sellers are likely to come back in again. Now, with this trade war fear, no fear that goes on and off like a light switch from day to day, who knows? And that's the kind of situation that we're in right now. So the question is, do we this roll right back over and go back down to the lows again, or do buyers continue to step up and absorb this supply? Notice the little bottoming tail on that dip that's going to be retested right here. Do they begin to absorb that supply and build up a new base to attack the next area of resistance up above? Situations like this are typically difficult to trade. You know, I'm not seeing significant gaps that are clearing resistance or support. There's just a lot of, hey, maybe a little bit of relief from Friday selling, and it really doesn't mean a whole lot more than that. However, that being said, looking at the charts here, and I look at this and I always look at patterns and say, what is this suggesting to me? What are the possibilities? And while this is erratic, because of the breakdown bar failure, right, one of my thoughts is that this is just a whippy bottoming process that might be setting up as a head and shoulders bottom. Obviously, none of us know yet, but this could be what's playing out. Clearly, the breakdown bar failure played out with, this little whip here that was thrown into the cards with the trade war news. And now everything was okay. Now it wasn't. Now today is just, hey, let's hear this little relief that's going on here. Let's see where it goes. And as we always do when we see a wide range bar, we look to see where does it spend the next day, spend the next part of its trading range. In the bottom part, does it attack past the middle part? Are there tails? So on and so forth. That's part of bar by bar analysis that I teach in the course. So possibly head and shoulders bottom, a lot of whippy erraticness. You're probably best standing aside until things clear up from a swing and intermediate term point of view. As day traders, we may be able to find opportunities. We'll see how things go here. That's the way this market is right now. Bring up this chart here of the futures, a larger view of what's going on here. And this was this large area or deep area that prices pushed down from. These are retesting here. That's the breakdown bar failure setup. The trend of the moving averages is to the downside, but it's testing these lows. And in addition, you look at the weekly time frame here, but do we have the beginnings of a W bottom, or is this just a consolidation at the bottom of this bearish wide range bar? There's a lot of ifs and maybes, and this is the way it goes when there's this kind of uncertainty and the patterns are not clear. So you're looking for little bits of information that might give guidance. As I said, for example, here, it certainly looked like prices were going to go lower. And then on that Monday night, when I saw that that minor bottoming tail. I thought, well, here's maybe a breakdown bar failure. Here's the one at the top, a breakout bar failure. And then this kind of whip, the attack of resistance. And now we're going to see if this can follow through and begin to move higher. So be careful out there. Don't get caught in this chop. Pick your spots according to your trading plan with the ideal patterns when they happen. And if they don't, just sit on your hands and wait. Good trading, everyone.